It's time to go to war, folks. So I'm calling on you, MAGA. You're so patriotic. You always wrap yourself in the flag. Now's your time to serve. Head to your local recruiting office right now.
For all my MAGA lovers and all my right-wing nuts, yo daddy just said he want to go to war. He has planned strikes to take out Iran. Y'all need to go enlist. Every last one of y'all needs to go join the armed services. This is how you prove your devotion to your daddy Trump. Not storming the Capitol. Go put your body on the line for him. Go put your body in the line of fire for him. Love that man.
My neighbor was supporting
Elon Musk.
That's what you voted for. What do you
We don't read.
Gonna just say this. I will vote for Donald Trump. Y'all better be ready to fight for Donald Trump if he decide to go to war with Iran. Y'all better be the first ones at the recruiting office. I don't care if it's Air Force, Army, Marines, Navy. I don't give a good goddamn. Y'all better be the first ones lined up.
Now, the funniest thing on the internet is American people calling out MAGA supporters to be the ones on the front line when it comes to being drafted to go to Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, people want MAGA supporters. See, I've seen a couple of videos on the internet, ladies and gentlemen, where people are saying, so MAGA, this is what you want to hear. Y'all are down saying Kamala Harris 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10 about Kamala Harris when it comes to WAR, right? Yeah, and then you guys say, yeah, DJ2 will give you all the peace in the world. Da, 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 da. Okay. You brought him into power, and right now he's desperate to put people into the military. And now the military is feeding people lobster and steak, which means America is going to WAR. The only one that looks to be the possible one we could be going to is the one with Iran and Israel. Yeah, no, I can't say the name because YouTube censorship. So, meanwhile, Gen Zs on the internet are saying, you see, DJT, not us. We will not be deployed in Israel, okay? And also, we have nothing against Iran as Gen Zs in America, so we cannot even go and defend people we don't like, which is Israel. How about a very good suggestion? You pack up all your MAGA supporters that supported you. See, there's a lot of Latinos in there in the military that supported you. How about it? Put them on the plane, deploy them. MAGA come to the front. When DJT says, it's a call. We need to go and save our promised land, Israel, from Iran. MAGA supporters, y'all better be on the front line.
Y'all better be the first ones at the recruiting office. I don't care if it's Air Force, Army, Marines, Navy. I don't give a good goddamn. Y'all better be the first ones lined up. Bring your chunklers. Bring whatever you need to bring. Because y'all going. And I don't want to hear none of this tomfoolery about we did not vote for this. Yes, you did. Yeah. Yes, you absolutely did vote for this mess. And we told y'all every single day of last year, don't do it. And y'all voted to have abuela, abuelo, tío, tía, mío, and mía. Everybody sent the hell up out of here. And y'all better be ready to fight for them. Because we black people, we definitely not doing that. No, sir, Bobby. Y'all voted for this nonsense. We gave y'all an open book test, and y'all chose otherwise. So since you decided to vote for Donald Trump, you better be ready to fight for Donald Trump.
Attention, America First people, MAGA people who voted for Trump in 2024. Please make it clear to him in any way possible that we will not support Israel's war against Iran.
Head to your local recruiting office right now. Sign up. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Let's go, baby. Let's go. It's up to you, MAGA. Only you can save America, right? So sign up.
That is how you prove you love President Trump. You go and you sign your life away to the armed services and you go and you fight. You go on the front lines of Iran and you know how the Ukrainians went back, to Ukraine to fight on the lines. That's what you need to do. In order to prove that you love your Donald Trump so bad and you love MAGA and you love right-wing people and you are for your people and your people only, you need to go fight. You need to sign up and fight King. Fight for your Lord and Savior. I shouldn't hear not one MAGA lover say, no, I will not go sign up. I shouldn't hear that. Y'all love that man so much. Go ahead and put your life down for him.
Okay, it's Wednesday, June 18th. We've all been watching what's going on with Iran and Israel. Israel attacked Iran out of a sense of preemptive self-defense, which is not a thing. That doesn't exist in the law anywhere or international law anywhere. They just made it up to justify bombing another country. And this is completely splitting Trump's MAGA base. And that's what I'm going to talk about here. But first, I wanted to just mention, it's like, in what universe does one country get to tell another sovereign nation what weapons they are allowed and not allowed to have? That's a thing that I've not heard anybody discussing. I am no fan of the Iranian leadership in their clerics, in their military. But from everything that I've read about the Iranian population, it's a country of over 90 million people. They would very much like to go back to being a free society. They're being prevented from doing that right now because of the current autocratic theocracy that they're all being forced to live under. That having been said, it's just like, where do we get the balls to tell other countries what weapons they're allowed and not allowed to have? I've never really, nobody's ever really given me a good answer to that question. I'll put it that way. Anyway, there is a civil war going on in MAGA right now, and Colby Hall at Mediaite had a really good summary of it, and I wanted to go through that and share that with you guys about how MAGA media personalities and some elected Trump humpers are tearing each other apart over this question. And I know that Republican Thomas Massey from Kentucky is currently working with Democrat Ro Khanna from California, drafting legislation that will aims to prevent or prohibit Donald Trump from launching any kind of unilateral military action against Iran. That is still pending. I don't even know that it's been assigned to a committee or that it's been fully drafted yet. But there are elected Republicans who are not on board with this. And there are members in the Republican media who are not on board with this. And so let's dive in. And one thing that I will give Donald Trump credit for up until now, he has not been a pro-war candidate or a pro-war president. He didn't start any new wars during his second term. He campaigned on that during his second term, or during 2024. He campaigned on being anti-war in 2016 and against the Iraq War and calling out George W. Bush. But, he also did shit like he badmouthed John McCain. And he's like, I like heroes who weren't captured and that kind of crap. So he took on being anti-Iraq War, anti-Afghanistan war. And, he had 4 years to put an end to the Afghanistan war and didn't do it. Although he tried during the final weeks. He just ordered his generals to bring all the troops home with no plan, basically. But this is dividing MAGA. Half of them are supporting this. Half of them are like, this is awful and terrible and should never be permitted to happen. So reading from the report, for nearly a decade, Trump could count on lockstep loyalty from the MAGA media industrial complex. Now the gloves are off. Firebrands who once cowered in fear of defying Trump are now speaking out publicly, like Tucker Carlson is attacking Sean Hannity. Mark Levin is attacking Tucker Carlson. Ari Fleischer, who is George W. Bush's press secretary. They're all just going after each other in very, very public and very kind of incendiary kind of ways. Mark Levin, Fox News host, he's pushing hard for this. He recently had dinner at the White House. He insisted that Iran was days away from a nuclear weapon.
a claim which Trump's own intelligence people have disagreed with. He's been attacking Tucker Carlson relentlessly. He's been attacking Marjorie Taylor Greene. Then we get Charlie Kirk, who was kind of on the fence when this first started. Now he's full MAGA. He's citing Bible verses in justification of the war. And this is going to become a new litmus test for MAGA. Whatever Trump says is right, and you better agree with it. Then we have whack job Laura Loomer, who has a disturbing amount of influence within this White House. She is taking it on as her own personal mission to root out online everywhere people who are not sufficiently loyal to Donald Trump, especially on this question of going to war with Iran. Sean Hannity's just being a hard ass about it. Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon, period. End of sentence. He's just being black and white about the whole thing. He's urging Trump to bomb the hell out of Iran. His audience loves that kind of unapologetic hawkishness. The establishment guy, Ari Fleischer, he was in the White House when we got the Iraq War and the Afghanistan War. And so he's part of that neocon group that so many MAGA people want to be free from and are disgusted by. And then we get the Fox News echo chamber in prime times. It's like Jesse Waters, Laura Ingraham, Greg Gutfeld, and Sean Hannity. Their nightly broadcasts pound out support for Israel, condemnations of Iran, and all of their guests are pro-war. And there's a New York Times article that was out yesterday that I'll do a separate video about, basically saying that Donald Trump's position on going to war with Iran changed in large part because of the coverage he was seeing on Fox News.
American people are so petty. And black people, I don't even want to go there because black people are so petty. Black people, they came on the internet and they said, Iran, you need to remember, when you tweet and say everyone will feel it, this one will feel it. Us, no. The MAGA supporters, come support DJT into this isn't real. This is what y'all voted for. Y'all should be more than happy to go and help out. MAGA supporters will not rest. I tell you, they are regretting their decisions now. And American people are calling upon them to go and support Israel. Because African Americans and white Americans say that we ain't going there. Somebody else better do it. But no, that's MAGA, where you at? Latinos. The planes are coming very soon. Be ready.